Hey everybody, it's your occasional co-host Martha. The podcast is going on a brief holiday due to exciting yet time-consuming life changes in the PG family. While on holiday, Living My Breastless Life podcast will share the top 4 episodes of Season 1. We're excited to hear what your favorite episode re-release is. Gearing up for Season 2, coming to you in mid-May. Stay tuned. Head over to Instagram and follow According to HPG to stay connected to the show and let us know what topics you want to hear about. We'd love for you to download, follow, give us a rating and a review. This helps little indie podcasts stay visible and reach listeners. Thanks for all your support, and go get your mammograms.
Hey, it's HPG. This is the podcast, Living My Breastless Life, the show where we hear about my journey to heal while battling cancer, being a wife, a toddler mom. We're going to cover all things real life. We learn what it really means to heal no matter what we go through. In Season 1, you will hear some of my story, along with episodes featuring my occasional co-host, Martha, and some badass guests. There will be humor, life hacks, tips and tricks, and further proof that truth can be stranger than fiction. I met my now wife at a nursing home. I had taken a break for medical social work and tried my hand at being the director of marketing at admissions for a skilled nursing facility. I had bought my home the year before. I made my place my space. This was a huge achievement for me, as I did not have the most stable past, and quite frankly, I had been through a lot of hell in my late 20s and early 30s. Martha was the nurse, unit manager at the nursing home. We worked closely together in regards to new patient admissions and a variety of job-related tasks. She was a very hard worker, very funny, and has the prettiest eyes. I admired how nice she looked in purple. I had wondered if she was a lesbian. I subtly tried to figure out this about her, amongst other things. Nothing. We got to know each other a little better, and I started putting the pieces together that she just might like women. I listened to her when she talked. She has a way of softly commanding conversations at times. I asked her one day if she was living the dream, jokingly. She laughed. About 10 minutes later, she submitted her 30-day notice to resign from her position and leave the nursing facility. I responded in a theatrical fashion, pressing a button on a writing pen that yelled no. Then HP, did not have the best boundaries. One of the reasons I say this, because I asked her why she didn't tell me she was leaving. Martha gave a very Martha response. It was not the right thing to do, because she needed to inform her direct supervisor first. Okay, integrity, I get it. This resignation meant I needed to act fast. 30 days. I have always been a tenacious person. We started texting and talking more. I invited her to my house for one of the season premieres of Orange is the New Black. She came over that Saturday for our date. I'm fairly certain she did not realize this was a date, so I told her it was. On our first date, an ice cream truck came by. We had some treats. It was the most adorable and innocent first date moment of my life. I later learned that night that she's amazing at music trivia, as am I. I learned she had been a Girl Scout. Let's just say I was far from a Girl Scout in my youth. Like any good lesbian couple, we started going on a lot of dates. One of my favorite was a Michael Franti concert we went to. Gay marriage was federally legal on that day. What an amazing celebration. I had met Martha in February. We started dating in June, and I'm fairly certain she moved in October of that year. That was 2015. I asked Martha to marry me while we were sitting on the couch on a random Sunday afternoon. No ring, no music, just, do you want to get married? We agreed it was a great idea. I immediately took to wedding planning. I love to plan, and our wedding plans were just so exciting to me. I became Miss HP, now G, on October 29th of 2016. In the city we live in, there was a wall in downtown called the Before I Die wall. You could write in chalk what you wanted to achieve before you left this world. In August of 2015, I wrote, "Marry Martha and have Piper." I still have that picture saved on my phone. I am thankful that I am tenacious, goal-oriented. I'm thankful to have the right to be married to the person that I love. I'm thankful for the courage that I had when I made this very bold move to marry the woman of my dreams in the South. This is where the weight of other people's opinions and thoughts about my life started not to matter as much. There was a lot of growth happening here. I just didn't see it. What I could see was happiness, stability, safety, security, randomness, a whole lot of fun, and a whole lot of laughter. Like anything, our marriage is not perfect. It's not all rainbows and unicorns. But when we made the vows on our wedding day, what I have observed in all the storms that we've weathered together, we remain Team PG. I go by HPG. Why? It's pretty simple. When I was growing up, my parents called me HP. My close friends and family often called me HP, or P for short. So when I got married, we combined our maiden names, and it was just simple, HPG. It also just kind of works. Coincidentally, I don't like my first name. It's like, tell me you were born in 1980 without telling me you were born in 1980. So HPG just fits. Thank you for listening to this episode of Living My Breastless Life. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please leave a review, download, and follow on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast. Go get your mammograms.